Dear Jill, looking for advice. My name is Molly, and me and my husband had a huge falling out, and he stayed out all night. So, suffice to say, I packed his bags and asked him to go and stay in a hotel or with his mum until I'd calmed down. He then decided to stay away for longer than the night that I asked him. During that time, he then messaged my friend and asked if he could bunk at her house. To which she said, yes, absolutely. That's no problem. Works for me. I'm going on holiday. They organised this between themselves and off he went to stay at hers. My question or my quandary is the anger has subsided, but he told me that he was going to stay there. She didn't tell me. She didn't contact me to say how I was. She didn't make no attempt to find out what had happened. And I didn't find out he was staying there till he told me. And then when I phoned her, she didn't answer. I feel like a friend would have messaged me to see if I was okay before making the decision, or Ian's asked to stay, is that okay? Given the fact that when she went through her rough divorce, I was on her side and by her side come day or night. So yeah, I'm still a bit seething from it. I don't quite know whether I'm overreacting, but any help would be appreciated. Thank you.
Oh, Molly, well, it sounds like your marriage is definitely in some trouble there and that you're having real difficulty communicating between yourself and your husband. But somehow you've taken the attention off that subject and you've moved it over to being annoyed with your friend. Now, I can see why you're annoyed with your friend. I don't think that's the biggest problem here. I think your priority is sorting things out with your husband. So if I was you, just my opinion, but if I was you, I would definitely want to work out the situation with my relationship and whether that was going to move forward, whether it had a future, why it broke down in communication, why you felt like he had to leave and why he felt like he had to stay away for longer. I'd really want to sort that out before I then approached my friend and said, listen, that hurt me and these are the reasons why. I think sometimes like it's a bit of a natural reaction to have a problem that we're really, really worried about and then slightly divert our attention to something else because it's almost like don't stare at the monster. Like that one is too scary. So I'm going to put my attention on this instead. So I feel like you could perhaps be doing that a little bit. I really think the friend situation is secondary to your relationship. So if I was you, I would really just try and work on that first. Try and find a place of understanding that you're both happy with. And then once you know where that is and what that is, then I think you could chat to your friend. But I hope that's helpful. And I do understand where you're coming from. I think just don't take your eyes off the ball.